Who's ready to play? Simon Says Extreme! Simon Says everybody hop to your feet because Simon Says this game is starting right now. You know the rules. You have to do whatever Simon says to stay in the game. Simon says if you don't do what Simon says or you do something Simon doesn't say, then please take a seat. Simon Says nod your head if you agree. Simon Says give me a thumbs up if you're ready to play. All right, everybody, put your hands down so we can get started. Uh-oh. We'll give everybody a pass on that one because Simon didn't say you could put your hands down. From now on, though, if you don't pay attention to what Simon says, you can keep playing, but please take a seat. Okay, Simon Says put your hands down. Simon Says raise your hands. Simon Says wave your hands. Simon Says put your hands down. Simon Says put your hands up. Put your hands down. Uh-oh. Looks like we lost a few people there. If you put your hands down, you're out. Please take a seat. Okay, Simon Says put your hands down. Now wave goodbye to everyone who sat down. Oops. If you're waving goodbye, Simon Says you better take a seat too. Simon Says everyone clap your hands. Simon Says stop clapping your hands. Simon Says jump up and down. Simon Says stop. Simon Says clap your hands. Stop! Okay, if you're not clapping, you are out. Simon Says stop clapping. Simon Says we're gonna go really fast now. Simon Says raise both hands. Simon Says put both hands down. Simon Says raise one hand. Ooh, did you do what was on the screen and not what Simon says? If you put two hands up, you're out. Simon Says put your hands down. Simon Says hop on one foot. Now stop! Oops! If you're not still hopping, please take a seat. Simon Says stop hopping. Simon Says clap once. Simon Says clap twice. Simon Says raise both hands. Simon Says put both hands down. Simon Says raise both hands. Ooh, that was tricky. If you put only one hand up, please take a seat. Okay, final round. Simon Says raise one hand. Simon Says raise the other hand. Simon Says wave both hands. Simon Says put your hands down. Simon Says put your hands up. Simon Says clap your hands. Simon Says stop clapping. Simon Says put your hands down. Hands up. Ooh, if you put your hands up, you're out. Simon Says if your hands aren't up, you can take a bow. Congratulations if you stayed standing for the entire game. Simon Says, give yourself a round of applause.
Let's Hi friends, it's me, Megan.
And I am Jessie.
A cool crown, Jessie.
Thanks. I'm getting us ready for today's Bible story. I can't wait to hear all about King Saul and how he ruled over the Israelites.
Well, Jessie, I better warn you that today's Bible story is not a happy one.
It's not?
No. King Saul made some wrong choices.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. There are lots of kings in the Bible, and we are going to learn about many of them, but only one of those kings is perfect.
Jesus!
Yes, Jessie. King Jesus never sinned. He is the only perfect king. That's why Jesus is our king forever. Here's today's Bible story. King Saul took a group of soldiers with him into the hills. Saul's son Jonathan took another group of soldiers to a nearby city. Israel's enemies, the Philistines, were in the land. The Philistines came to fight against the Israelites. They had more soldiers, more chariots, and more horses than the Israelites. When the Israelites saw the Philistines, they were afraid. Some of the Israelites hid. King Saul wanted to ask God for help. Maybe he could make a sacrifice to God, but that was not a good idea. Saul was not allowed to make sacrifices. Only the priests were supposed to do that. Saul waited and waited for Samuel to come. Some of Saul's soldiers started to leave, so Saul decided to make an offering to God himself. Then Samuel came. "Saul, what are you doing?" Samuel asked. "You have done the wrong thing by offering the sacrifice. You will not be king for very long. God is going to find someone else to be king, someone who obeys him." Sometime later, the Israelites won a battle against the Amalekites. God told Saul to destroy everything, but Saul did not obey. He only destroyed things he didn't want. God told Samuel, "I am sorry that I made Saul king because he does not obey me." Samuel told Saul, "You rejected God's instruction, so God has rejected you as king." Saul admitted his sin and asked for forgiveness. Samuel said, "God is going to make someone else king." God made Saul king, but King Saul did not obey God. God sent his son Jesus to be king over everything. King Jesus obeyed God perfectly and died so we can be forgiven.